welcome to the Week 5 edition of Couch Pick.
All right, with the first game, we have the 49ers at the Colts. Matt, who do you have?
I think the 49ers will win this game because Carlos Hyde will have a pretty big rushing game as long as he plays, because he's questionable right now.
Okay. What about you, Hudson?
This is just another feeling pick. I'm going to go with the Colts in this one. As far as I know, I still believe Andrew Luck's out, but I do like Jacoby Brissett, and I think he's getting better. So I think they can come in and win this game.
All right. Yeah, I'm actually going to agree with Hudson on this. I'm thinking the Colts are going to win. Last time the Colts actually faced a bad defense, it worked out for them. They got their only win of the season. So, and then, yeah, the 49ers are 0-4. So I'm thinking they're going to go to 0-5 real quick. So next game, we're going to do Bills at Bengals, and this one is just for Hudson.
All right, I'm going to say this is probably not going to be that hard of a pick. I think the Bills win this game. Their defense, they showed it against the Falcons, and they've been doing it all year. Their defense is really, really good. And I think while the offense isn't anything ecstatic or great, it's definitely not going to hurt them. So I think they can win this game probably pretty easily.
All right. And Matt, you're going to have the Jets at the Browns. Fun game to watch.
I'm going to pick the Jets on this one just because.
Just because? Okay.
Yeah, just because the Browns aren't going to get their win yet.
Yeah. I've got Panthers at Lions. And I'm going to go with the Lions on this because, let's be real, they're 3-1, but they're kind of 4-0. Yeah. The Panthers, they had a great game against Tom Brady and the Patriots, but that was also a horrible defense. The Lions' defense is actually really playing well this year. So I think the Lions are going to take this one and prove that Cam Newton looked like he was back last game, but is he really back? We're going to find out this week. Lions taking it. Next game, we have Titans at Dolphins. This one's for you, Matt.
Titans and Dolphins, you said?
Dolphins' very first actual home game.
The Dolphins didn't score
Hold on.
last week,
You're lagging
and
on
the
me.
Titans got beat by...
All right. What was that?
The Dolphins didn't score last week, and the Titans got beat by 43.
Something like that.
Yeah. I actually think the Titans will have a bounce-back game, and will beat Miami.
Okay. I am going to do the Chargers and Giants, both 0-4.
Something's got to give.
Wow. Can I choose tie? No. I'm going to go with the Chargers, finally getting the win. Yeah, it's in New York, but McAdoo is not the guy for the Giants, and he's really proving that this year. After losing Coughlin, going from 10-6 to 0-4 already, it's not looking good. Odell's having problems with him. I don't see that situation getting fixed anytime soon. Yeah, it's going to be a close game, but I like Phillip Rivers and I like Melvin Gordon over the Giants. So we're going Chargers. Hudson, your game is Cardinals at the Eagles.
Eagles. Yeah, I think it's pretty easy. Haven't really kept it with the Cardinals this year, but I know they're not doing great, and I think that Carson Wentz has proven that a small-time quarterback, not that he's the first one, but again, that a small-school quarterback can excel in the NFL, and I think he's got all the tools, and he's actually got weapons around him this year. So I expect big things from him and that team this year.
Yeah. All right. So mine is here's the last 1 o'clock game. It's Jaguars at Steelers. And yeah, I'm going Steelers on this. Jaguars defense has looked pretty good, but now they have to face Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, Ben Roethlisberger. a pretty good defense as well for Blake Bortles to go up against. It's just all leaning towards the Steelers, so I'm going with them. And then, Matt, you got Seahawks at Rams. This is going to be a good game. I want to watch this game.
You said the Rams?
Yeah, Seahawks at Rams.
Okay, I think the Rams are going to win this game again, or are going to win again, and they're surprisingly 3-1 and are leading their division right now. And the Seahawks, while they did have a good game against the Colts, I think the Rams defense is better than the Colts, so they're going to struggle against the Rams defense, and Jared Goff and Todd Gurley are going to score a bunch of points.
All right. This one's for all of us. It's going to be the Packers at the Cowboys. This should be another good game. Hudson, you can start us off.
I think the Packers get this one. Not necessarily a sophomore slump, but I think Dak and Zeke are facing some of the real life levelness of the NFL and how tough it can actually be. And I think they're not all meshing in that Dallas locker room. And I think they can I think they're going to lose this game.
All right. So, this just in, Hudson and I are actually going to pick for the Seahawks and Rams because our standings are a little messed up and I am one game behind everyone. So, Hudson, Seahawks, Rams, who do you have?
Seahawks, Rams. I think the Rams are going to get this one too. Seattle hasn't looked that great this year, and the Rams have surprised everyone. And I'm starting to root for this team, and I hope they go out there and win this one, and I think they will.
All right. So I'm going to do both of mine now. Seahawks, Rams. It's in L.A. I'm going to go with the Rams, strictly because of home field advantage. I like what Goff's doing. I think he's legit this year. The Seahawks have been looking better, but they've also had some pretty easy games. So I like the Rams in this over the Seahawks. And then the next one was Packers at Cowboys. I'm going to say Packers win this one. Aaron Rodgers takes it. He just does unbelievable things. And I think the Cowboys are still trying to get it back together, and they're not quite there yet. So I'm taking Packers over the Cowboys. Next up, we have Ravens at Raiders, and we'll all do this one. Matt, you start.
Well, the Raiders just lost their quarterback, and while their backup didn't look terrible, I don't know Baltimore's secondary is not that bad, so I think Baltimore's going to steal this one.
Okay. What about you, Hudson?
Who's playing again?
It is the Ravens at the Raiders.
Yes, they lost their quarterback, and I'm not that high on E.J. Manuel, but I think that up and down the rosters, the Raiders still have a much better team. It's going to be hard to say that this is when they start to turn things around with Carr not being out there, but I think this is when they start to turn things around and start to get back on that track that we kind of expect them to be on. I think Baltimore looked good the first week or two of the season, but I think they've been in shambles since, and I don't know that it's getting better anytime soon.
Yeah, I agree with you, Hudson, because the Ravens have been trash lately, to put it plain and simple. It's been bad for them. Yeah, the Raiders have lost their quarterback, but this is a team that most of us, I think all of us picked, that we said they might make it to the Super Bowl this year. Well, yeah, a big part of that is Derek Carr, but like you said, you've got to have more players on that roster, and I like the Raiders roster a lot more than I like the Ravens roster. Now we got our Sunday night game, which is Chiefs at Texans. Texans had a huge game last week. I'm gonna start this one off. I'm gonna pick the Chiefs because they're 4-0 right now. They're playing really well. And Watson is a rookie quarterback. He hasn't really been playing like one. He's been playing great, and give credit where credit's due. But overall, I think Kansas City Chiefs, it's going to be a close game, but I think the Chiefs are going to end up stealing it at the end. What about you, Matt?
Yeah, I think the Chiefs will win because they're 4-0. Do you know where is it played?
It is in Houston.
Okay. I think it'll be a close game, and Deshaun Watson will still have a good game, but I think, like you said, the Chiefs will win, maybe even on a game-winning field goal, Hudson.
Kind of took it out of my, took it away from me. I said last week, Harrison Butker. And what happened? Harrison Butker happened. I agree. I think that Deshaun Watson still has a good game. I think that he might be the brightest young star in the league with the way he's played so far. And I don't expect that to end, especially with Fuller being back healthy. He should be getting Fedorowicz back in the next couple of weeks. And there might even be a changing of the guard going on at running back at some point in the season. But there's still a really, really good defense with Kansas City. There's still a better than par offense. And now they got Harrison Butker, who I think is just going to get better with each week. So I think they still win it, but I think this is a close game that comes down to the wire and really might come down to a field goal at the end.
All right. So our very last game, we have our Monday night game, and that's Vikings at Bears. And something interesting about this game is we got a rookie quarterback starting his very first game. I had Derek Carr as my fantasy quarterback in all of my leagues. So I had to pick someone up. Guess who I picked up? Huh? What was that? So we're going to see how he does this week. But honestly, yeah, they lost Dalvin Cook. The Vikings lost Dalvin Cook, but they have Latavius Murray as a backup, which is a pretty solid backup. I'm taking Vikings in this. I think the rookie quarterback's actually going to look pretty well, though. Hopefully he doesn't throw any picks. But I'm going to take Vikings to win this by like a touchdown, maybe 10 points. What about you, Matt?
Well, first of all, do you know what Monday is? October 9th?
Your birthday?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was
okay,
like a
anyway.
So what do you want for your birthday?
I want...
What do you want to win?
Steven's fantasy team?
I want... Yeah, sure. I'll pick the Bears with a rookie quarterback.
Okay. Sounds like a good birthday wish to me. All right, Hudson.
All right, so I have new information that literally just popped up on my phone a moment ago. Sam Bradford has returned to practice. And so, even before he was there, I was going to pick the Vikings. But now it's even, whether he plays or not, if he plays, I think they do better. But the Vikings have a much better defense, by far. They have a pretty good offense all around that has been being run well by a quarterback who doesn't have a lot of experience. And, yeah, I think the Dalvin Cook thing hurts. But Latavius Murray is no pushover by any means.
Yeah.
For the Bears side of the ball, I think their defense is still going to be And I think while I think Glennon is a really good quarterback, I think that this rookie fits their system and the way they want to play better. So I think the offense will look better. But in him fitting it all, it's going to be a lot of play action. It's going to be a lot of running.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of fakes to runs. And so I don't think Trubinsky's going to be given an opportunity to put up a lot of points. It's going to be all predicated on the run game. But I think that the Vikings definitely win this one.
Yeah. I'm hoping he runs one in because I know he's a pretty good runner too. All right. Well, that's it for Couch Pick. I hope you guys like this video, and we'll see you guys next week.